Hey there everyone, this is just going to be a quick training to walk through the Azure integration process to set up Azure single sign-on. So I've got a few different tabs open here. First things first, I've got my ProWorkflow account open. The next thing I've got open is my Azure portal, and then of course my corresponding apps page and my Microsoft account as well. So just be aware that those three are the ones that I have open. Now, we'll jump out of here, jump back into our account on this side. First thing we're going to need to do is go to the integrations page. Now this will be found just by clicking on the profile at the top right, and then going down to settings, which is the first item, and then you'll find integration settings not too far from there. We just want to hit connect on Azure, and this will bring us to this sort of information opens up down the bottom. So we'll copy this link here, and then we'll jump over to Azure. First thing we want to do here is go to our Active Directory, and then we want to go to Enterprise Applications, and of course create a new application. So we are going to first search for ProWorkflow here, and there is the app we're after, and I'm just going to call this PWF December 2021. Create, and this will take a moment, but once it's there we can continue. And perfect. So here is our new app here. So first things first, we just want to come into single sign-on, and we want to go to a linked application, and then we want to just paste that URL that we got from our account. So just that one there into this section, and then make sure you hit save as well. On this page, the other thing we want to do, we want to go to users and groups, and then add a user group. And then I'm going to find this address here in my case. Now the only reason I'm using that address as it was set up there is because you'll notice in my account I have the same email connected. Now that email connection is going to be a big step. It is one of the processes that Azure uses to recognize you. So just make sure that you've got some consistency between the emails in those two areas. Beyond that though, now that we've got a person, we've got our sign-on URL set up, we just want to come back into our Active Directory, and then we want to go into app registrations. So at this point I'm going to type in December, find our app, and I'm going to have to go into all applications here as well. There we are. Jump into the overview up the top here, go endpoints, and then we want two things from here. We want to, first of all, grab our Federation metadata document, so copy that to our clipboard, jump back into ProWorkflow and throw that in the metadata section. We then want to go back into endpoints and then grab our SAML-P sign-on endpoint, copy that, and throw it back down the bottom here. And then we'll just come back into Azure, and we want to go into the owners, and I'm going to set our user up as an owner here as well, just so someone has that ownership of the account. Now at this stage, I'm going to come back into ProWorkflow, and I'm going to hit the submit button. There we go. So now our app has been submitted. We've got that data being exchanged between the two profiles, and I should be able to come through to my the My Apps page. Just need to refresh it from here, and I should be able to find my ProWorkflow. Here we go, December 2021 account. Click through that, and give it a second. You'll have to sign on to your Microsoft account here. Give it a moment. And wait for it. Sign in again, of course. And there we go. Back into the account at this stage. So that is all that is required to set up the SAML endpoints. Now keep in mind you might have to be adding users in, to your Azure as that sort of comes up. More specifically back in our Active Directory here, back in our enterprise applications. We will, again, just typing in the PWF, grabbing our account there, and again, just jumping in and making sure when it comes to the users and groups that we've got everybody added in here that needs to be added. Now, hopefully this has been helpful, but of course, reach out, subscriptions at ProWorkflow.com if you need any further assistance. Have a great day.